this is something that I'll say, like for the longest I worked, and then I did this as like my side hustle, you know, to like get my little sea legs together, get my confidence together, make sure like I can make money from it, and like, you know, like make sure I liked it before I just like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Dang. You can work while you have a dream. And like I was saying, once you get on your yellow brick road, like whatever you've got to do while you're on it really doesn't matter as much, because like you're in pursuit of happiness, right? And so even though I was working, once I started like getting my own goals and like getting my own dreams and all that stuff, work was just like, let's go, come on. It was it was helping my dream. So I really didn't care as much. Like I still cared about my job, but like, it wasn't like, this is it to my life. I'm just going here and there's nothing else. Like once I figured out like, oh, this can help me on my journey and it's a part of my story, then I got more energized. And so like, it's okay to work while you're working on your dreams. It helps actually. And it's smarter actually, I think. If you're working, if you're blessed to still be working, good. You wanna know why? Because what I understood is there is like so many free bonuses that I never even paid attention to. I'm getting close because this is serious, okay? When you go to work, what time do you get there? When do you leave? Who do you work with? What are the temperaments? Who's your manager? Do you use any spreadsheets? Is there a formal greeting? What's the mission? All those things. And if you've got a dream, guess who needs that? You do. I do. We need that. Like, and not that you're stealing, right? Because I'm sure that's why they put that whole non-compete clause in certain industries, you know? Probably if you work for some big idea company. And I get that. That makes sense. Like, hey, people work hard to like get their systems. But if you're working there, like you're collecting, like you're doing your service for them and they're paying you. But if you use your mind, your brain, you'll be able to discover that in fact, the place that you find less than desirable for whatever reason is actually a gold mine. If it's run properly, and you know, if it's standing and reputable and yada, 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 it probably is. There's something you can take from that. And not in a bad way, right? Like I'm always like that. I'm always like, not in a bad way, and it's okay, and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, like if you're still working and you got a dream, whether that be to make a farm or, you know, this is something I wanted to do, was make a cut flower garden. And like I thought, oh, you know, I could make these beautiful flowers and have these acres and land of growing these flowers and have my big hat on and a big basket, picking the flowers and maybe sell them to florists or to bridal expos or whatever. Whatever your dream is, maybe it's not sewing, whatever your dream is, like you could literally still figure out or find the things that you can from your job, those skills that you, like there's more than just what you learn to do to get that job. There's so many other skills that you gain access to once you become an employee somewhere. So if you got your side hustle and it's still working, good for you, because like you still have access to, like, you're in the know of like how systems are being run, you know, how are meetings held, like when you come to become somebody and like you're already somebody. Okay, know that when you go to the gas station and you say hello, you're already somebody. Like you're already seeing somebody, like you're already whatever. But whenever you get your wheels rolling and say you hire people to help you, then you kind of have an inside idea, if you're paying attention where you're working, on how the hiring process goes. What does the application look like? Like, you know, my granddad told me that a job is not supposed to be forever. Like, you can make it forever, you know, do what you do, okay? Seasons come and go. I'm not here to tell anybody that, like, oh, you're wrong for still being there. No, absolutely not. Because, like, if you're happy, you're happy. You're where you're supposed to be. Your plant is at least thriving, so that's fine. But an entry-level job to your life is not where you're supposed to be forever. You know, if you have desires of doing other things, you help them, they help you financially, and you learn. Like, you know, it's not so much of like going there and socializing and who's talking about who, and that's one thing I could not stand about the workplace. Oh my gosh. And maybe when I was like, you know, growing up more, which I'm still growing up. I'm going to be growing up until I'm 116. But whatever. When I matured and became more aware, I could not stand to see people bullied or being talked about. I'm like, girl, boy, like, oh, you just made the same mistake 5 minutes ago. And I know because I know everything. No, I know because I've done that too, and hasn't everyone? So that's another part of the toxic environment that I do not like. Like, oh my gosh. Not every environment is like that. And there were some trainings to where, like, you know, management and things would have education on, like, when there were things that went on, making it like not so much about the person, like you're a bad person and you just da-da-da, but more so about what system failed you here to where this was allowed to happen. And that was a healthier approach, because if you don't, and you just like, maybe you'll feel so bad for doing something, then maybe I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna get worse. But anyways, there's still such a huge toxicity in certain workplaces and whatever, where people get these huge egos, and it's just like, okay, I've got an ego too. We all got an ego because it like helps us, you know. But don't let it get so big to where you don't realize that, okay, you used to be brand new too. Okay. Like, you used to be brand new too. You used to not know what the heck to do. And put you in a whole new environment and area, and you don't know what to do. So, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Like, there's more to your job than just the toxicity. Once you get your mind set and like figure out, hey, I've got to do something. I've got to do something to like to breathe air and life into me again. Then you'll realize that, hey, there's a bunch I can pick up from here. And not stealing. I do not mean stealing. Okay? No, you want to keep that integrity compass alive and well. But there's just other things, you know, like there's more than meets the eye. And so if you happen to be working, that's totally fine. Now, what I will say is I have definitely found more creativity and there's a moth in here. I've definitely found more creativity, and like just the freer my mind got, the freer my time got, the freer my mind got. So if you can get your debt down, you know, that's going to help you out tremendously, because then you won't have those other pressures. Like the borrower is the slave to the lender, you know, like head down, bum in the air, if you can't think about anything else. And I definitely have that too. So getting my debt down really helped free me up. And when I was able to get my debt down, I was able to step away. And I did it in like steps. I didn't just cold turkey be like, this is terrible. Everyone's terrible. I've got no accountability. I don't know who put me here. No, I'm just walking out today with no plan. I put a plan together, and I went from full-time to traveling to like full-time plus overtime. And then I went to part-time, and then I went to PRN, you know. And now I've got other things going on, you know, to like help facilitate some income. Like if you want things out of life, and if you're anywhere in the world, definitely here in America, you know, like you're gonna, you know, like there's things, okay? There's carrots in front of the donkeys. And I like me some carrots. Both kinds. So anyways, you get creative. You're able to get more creative. When your time is free, your mind is free. Have that moral compass together though, because what I will say is, if you believe in Jesus or somebody good, then, you know, maybe you've heard that idle hands are the devil's playground. So like, you know, get busy, get doing something. Get to doing something. But anyways, I'm just honestly a happier person, and I honestly want to share that. Whatever it is, but whether you grow plants, like there's so many things to where like, I'm like, dang, I'm so glad somebody's doing that so I can know about that. Like even when it comes to gut bacteria, this sounds so random, but like once I was able to know that like your bacteria in your mouth, I'm gonna mess this up. But anyways, when you eat certain foods, like for me, mine was like chocolate candies filled with peanuts forever. But they were breaking my skin out. And I didn't know it. I honestly didn't know it until I decided to be healthier by way of like learning as I became a nurse. But anyways, they were breaking my skin out. And then I ended up watching videos and reading and all this kind of stuff. And found out that like you have bacteria in your mouth. And like when you give your body and your mouth certain kind of foods, it craves that. A craving, right? Wow, a craving. You crave that. Your mouth craves that. And specifically fungi and bacteria in your mouth. And so even if I go like have Thanksgiving with my family or like go on a vacation and indulge in all the different delicacies and wonderful foods, it might take me, I know, like 2 days or 3 days to want that out, like to kill those bacteria in my mouth. But you see what I'm saying? Like everyone's necessary because that's necessary for my survival and my health and me getting to 116 years old. But I think I did something to this. Anyways, so you see, whomever put that content out there, and now I know that, and I was able to like know that even deeper because of my background as a registered nurse and me looking into health with like kids and stuff, and I want them to be healthy. That's necessary. Like had they not put that out there, I wouldn't have known that. And so no matter what you are, who you do, no matter what you are, who you do, or what you do, it's necessary. And there's room for everyone. And I just want everyone to have that level of happiness. And if you're happy where you are, good. Good, share it. You know, like if you became some person inside of your indoor plant and you have some very helpful, useful information, it's good. It's great because you're going to thrive there. You're going to be happy there. You're going to share that. Your family's going to be doing well. In turn, they're going to be well to other people because they're being treated well. And, you know, it just moves us all along in a better way. Anyways, that's my spiel. I want to set a goal for like how many bands and bandanas and stuff I can get out or like get made. Like I want to use the next 2 months to really stock up on inventory. I do homeschool my kids, but right now we're on our break, and so I'm taking advantage of that. But I can still get things done with them. It just helps me to have like the time to think on my own a little bit and not hear like, she did this, he did that. Oh my gosh, this is the end. Anyway, so I want to set a goal. I don't know what's realistic. Like I want to set some crazy goal, but then I don't want to get so much anxiety about like not meeting it and whatever and procrastinate because it's too big. So I'm trying to think, should I like 40 prepared? That's too little. Like I can do more than that. I can do more than that. 2 months. Like I just had to go for like 40 a week or something. But then it's like, do I need to work so hard? Like is it crazy to work so hard? I don't know. So yeah, I'm just spending this time stocking up on some inventory, getting some ideas and business going. Oh my god, I better take this coat off. I love it. I love it so much. It was gifted to me over the holidays. It's an heirloom fur coat made in New England, and it's absolutely beautiful. But it's so hot. I've got the heaters on because we don't have any central heat and air in the studio yet. Yeah, even the coat, I was like, should I wear this? Like, it's not totally hot. I mean, it is pretty cold, but it's not like -20. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to die. Like, who the heck cares? Who cares? Like, people might care for a little bit, but then like, why does that matter to me? It's just a coat. But if it makes me happy, if it can be that bad. If it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? Anyways, love that song. Yeah, I just wore it. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna die. The people that are looking at it are gonna die. I don't even know what they're saying. I'm just like already in my head about like, oh, this is too much. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to die. I better wear it. And that's what you have to think too. Like, hello, time's a ticking. You know, you don't know how much time you got left on your hourglass. And I literally have seen people with like, dang, man. breaks your heart. And then you realize, like, I'm just living for other people. Living for other people. You don't want to do that. You want to live for yourself. It might be time for this on machine. Like I said, I've been sewing for the last 3 or 4 years, so I probably should get another one. But I am the type to where I do not get a new one until it is literally dead, broken, not coming back to life. But anyways, like, yeah, I was like, dang. Maybe I should wear, maybe I shouldn't wear. And it took me like only like 2 minutes to decide to like figure it out. And that's constantly probably gonna always happen, but you just have to remind yourself, like, when they roll out that hearse, Chris is going crazy. It's not gonna matter. No one is going to care. No one is going to know what you wore in 2025. And be like, oh my God, did you remember that? And if they do, you were probably the highlight of their year. And so for that, be even more happy because, you know, that means they would have had nothing else better to do. I'm just talking crazy. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Anyways, I've been rambling on. I probably should hurry up so that I can get home and feed my children. Just kidding. Not kidding. I'm gonna feed them. Anyways, if you have any ideas, if you're like, I got something I want to do, I got something I'm thinking about, leave it in the comments below. And if you don't leave it in the comments, I'm gonna leave my email address so you can send me an email and we can like talk it out, and I can like message you back and forth, and we can figure this out and get the energy and like get it done. Because if everyone is living in their purpose, then people are happier. If people are happier, then the world is a better place, we hope. You know what I mean? And there might be some seasons to where you're not totally doing everything that you want to be doing, but it shouldn't be that way forever. And it should be, you know, move on down the road. It should be a part of your journey and your story. Just a blip on your journey to where you're going. And if you feel like you're on your way, like I said, I was still working when I started sewing and when I made a business and going to markets and like doing all these crazy things. I was still working full time, and work got a lot better for me when I had something else to do. Like when all I was doing was just work, it was like, it was gray. It was like if this screen went gray right now and there was no purple in the back, and the shimmery purple, and no Christmas lights, you know, and no, you know, explosive personality and animatedness. It was gray. But once I even was still working full-time, overtime, double time, triple time, and had my mindset on like my kids and homeschooling and making a cut flower garden and traveling to countries and making a business and all these things, I was still working, but I was working towards something, and that gave me energy. And I feel like everything turned to color. It's like watching TV in maybe the 40s, and then bam, when they came out with color television, people cannot get away from it. Okay. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing year, and I hope you get to walk up in your purpose soon. And if you're already in your purpose and walking, there are going to be some times to where it gets like, this is not how this is supposed to go. Thought it would be better than this. But it's not as gray as it could be. It's just going to be like a little bit of rain. It's going to be like a little rainy day. And then the sun's going to come out tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Another thing I did, this is crazy, was I tried out for American Idol. Like, I don't know how old. I was 16. I don't know what year it was though. I did not get in, you know. I didn't, but it was fun. I did it anyways. It was so fun. I was nervous for like 60 seconds, and then he just said, I'm gonna do it. Like, whatever, like, YOLO. I sung No One by Alicia Keys, which I was reaching high for that one. First of all, I should have sung something a little, you know, more manageable, but I didn't. I went for the gold, and I did not get it. But the feeling is still exhilarating, the memory. So anyways, do what you wanna do. Be happy and keep that moral compass so that you know that, you're still gonna be good. You got your integrity intact, got your family, yourself, and your health and your beauty intact, and go for gold. Okay, maybe you'll get gold, maybe you'll get platinum, maybe you'll get what's the other one? Is it bronze? Oh, copper. I think the bronze. Maybe you'll get the bronze, but you'll still be up there. Okay, you still have done it. Anyways, have an amazing day. Bye.